And it's dusk.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Oh. Friends, what happened? Did the time
It was my
happen?
birthday, too. Those assholes took my birthday.
Maybe it's your birthday again. And Abraheem quickly resurfaces and looks towards town to see if it's in chaos and smoke or if it's business as usual.
So there are no longer any fires or smoke or anything. And you are able to see people milling around on the docks.
We're back in time.
Friends, we did it. We did it. We did it. I never doubted it for a minute.
And we'd only have to cook one good meal from now on.
As we're rejoicing, Abraheem only lets maybe 30 seconds of rejoicing happen before he goes staunch-faced. We must get back to the tavern and see if this librarian is there. And if so, get this amulet and this ball out of there as quickly as possible.
It's the next morning, or it's the previous morning.
Are you saying that we're going to have to do this over and over?
It's dusk.
We don't know. Did time move forward? Did time move? Is it the day before and nothing happened?
Maybe time only rewinds when we fail.
We don't know.
But I feel like we have to get back to see if Mars's birthday celebration is in full swing or not.
roll a senses check, difficulty 2.
What if we see ourselves? What happens?
I totally failed, but I don't care because Scotty's so awesome.
So we're rolling what? I'm sorry.
Abraheem succeeds on his senses check, completing his box.
Trying to grasp what the hell's... Oh, no way. Really?
Oh, nice.
That's baller.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Mars, did you succeed? Okay. All of you notice eyes staring at you from the level of the water.
Oh, no. Fucking alligators.
Good God. No, crocodiles.
Crocodiles.
On the rocks, quick! Are there rocks to get on?
On the rocks!
So you are able to scramble up onto the rocks, yes, but these crocodiles are eyeing you like you are going to be dinner.
Okay.
So
we scramble out of the water onto the rock.
Just do a mental check for recall. Difficulty 1.
Everybody's doing this?
Difficulty 1.
Everybody doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi-oh.
Missed
it.
Got
it.
I did not get it.
So Abraham recognizes the fact that where you entered is a little bit probably a few meters around where you are. So you may actually be able to just climb along the rock face around into the little inlet.
Yeah, I'll try to shimmy around onto where we came in with the boat there.
Yep.
Oh, neat.
So
we can get back in the boat, yeah.
Physical check, difficulty 1. Just remember the boat's not there.
And take a rope.
We don't know. Oh! Yes. This is awesome. This is I should be DMing tonight.
Damn.
We'd be dead by now.
Snake eyes.
If it was D&D, you'd all be dead.
I know we would.
I've never been so happy about so many critical fails. Sorry, that was a mental check, right? So you get to
that was a physical check.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's gonna be like level 10. We're gonna be like level 1, Hank.
I'm pretty sure I'm level 1 right now.
So you see Ibrahim going around, climbing along the rock face and going around the corner.
So we're just following him.
Yeah. So it's Mars's turn.
We're supposed to climb around too?
Yep. So difficulty is 1.
So I got physical. So 2d1?
2d2s. Yep.
2.
2d2s.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
I failed it. Double snakes.
Oh.
All right. So you fall into the water. Scotty, difficulty 1.
right, let me
Hi, I swim like a sinking ship.
Okay, I made it.
All right, so Scotty, you're able to climb up, but obviously now you have a friend who's flailing around in the water with a few crocodiles close to
Okay,
his position.
I swing my staff out and swing it down to my friend, and so he can grab onto it like a stick.
Okay, difficulty 1, Hankerin.
Oh, nice.
Come on, man, get out of the water!
Got it.
All right,
Yay!
Sword.
Woo!
so you get pulled up, you're now back on the rock face. So
Come on, buddy!
Scotty, you succeed on getting around, but Hankerin, you've got to do another physical check to try to succeed getting around.
Good grief. The water, the crocodiles, the water dials.
Watch those
I
slippery
failed that
ones.
one.
man.
So he slips
let
and
go.
falls into the water, but this time it's on the other side, so you're in the cave. There are no crocodiles around.
Quit playing in the water.
Abraheem is
At least we
able
got
to
one
get
good
to
thing,
the
you got a
jetty
bath.
where the old rickety boat is there.
Okay, so there is only the one boat there, the one that we found when we came there the first time,
And in the
but our boat is not there.
the same short sword that you have.
Oh.
Aha, we did move back in time.
Ah. I'll take it this time.
Okay, I'm going to.
We could farm time for swords.
First of all, like I'm going to pick up this short sword and hold it next to my other one and touch them
Oh,
together
right.
to see what happens.
Right. Does it look exactly the same?
So both swords clink against each other and nothing happens.
Okay, and then I look and I take this one other short sword and I pass it to my friend Pivell and say, "Have you learned anything from this old man? Perhaps you
I
could
believe I
use
have.
this."
Thank you, sir.
Why does he keep calling us old men when he's the old man?
I don't care. He gave me a sword.
Good point. Good point. Moving forward.
So
He's a little loopy.
you all going to pile into the boat, I assume?
Yeah, well, I'm getting
Uh-huh.
right into the boat there.
So are we going to try to get ahead of it and save the town?
Does the rickety
Yes.
boat have
Absolutely.
any paddles?
Does it have any shovels?
Shovels?
There are no shovels in the boat, no. But there are two.
But there's going to be one in town. You're going
erect
to
a
steal it from yourself.
I'm gonna erect a bronze shovel in the town.
We got to remember to leave a cannon on shore so that next time we come back in time that we'll have a cannon.
That'd be fine, except we don't have a kid.
Well,
Okay.
fuck. I mean, we're in this timeline. Let's row to town immediately and save these
Yes.
motherfuckers.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. So you basically you from your previous rowing experience, it's much easier with an oar than it was with a shovel. So you put foot and you know even Hankerin is now helping you, and Mars is
I'll row with a cod.
he now has his purpose of saving the town as being realized. So with great vigor, you have managed to get to the docks on the other side, where there are many people milling around in the late evening of the town, and are surprised to see 3 disheveled, battered, and bruised people: a goat herd, a grave digger, and what was yours, Scotty?
And another guy.
And another guy stepping off this boat. Scotty still has the empty box.
Whoa.
Should we kill ourselves?
So, Mars, it is your turn.
But then I'll do what I did in the near future, but in the past, just before that, which I will announce to the town, everyone evacuate the town, get to the boats. The orcs are coming. Don't ask me questions how I know this, but in a few moments, me and my other self will both be shitting our pants. So let's use this moment. Get the fuck out of here.
So, social check.
There are fishing boats. Get on them.
Social check difficulty 7.
Sorry. Can I just say that he is a sheep herder, and in a way, he is trying to hurt some people. Just throwing that out there.
Can that go down to difficulty 6?
I'll give you an extra dice.
Oh, there we go.
So diff 7 is D8,
20s.
D12s.
D20s.
Oh.
Yeah. But I get an extra one. They're all on the floor. That means I get 3. Nine, 11, 8. Failzor.
Unfortunately,
So I'm
the
like, hello,
crowd,
people of the local area, do a certain thing that you might want to. Oh, crap.
the crowd sees you as a drunken reprobate who is now screaming out.
Which what he
all
usually
kinds
is.
screaming out all kinds of nonsense. And so they just continue on with their day or evening.
Nobody understands super string theory, I swear.
So I don't know if we should let our other selves
So-
see these selves.
So that brings us to Pivell.
I say we leave this place. What if we can't meet ourselves? What would happen?
He makes a really good point.
I say we sneak out of town.
To solve what's really happening.
Yes.
It's a really freaking good point.
There's a brighter world out, or there's a bigger world out there. And my family threw me out.
Oh, we know about that part.
So
Oh,
this, you,
well, see, that's
you're walking.
we'll see.
You're walking up the street now. All three of you.
Okay. That's why I had all my gear, because my family, just before this happened, had actually thrown me out because they said, "You're an adventurer. You're not a farmer. Go make your way in the world." And they had just thrown me out.
So we're at the last second here where we maybe get to duck to one side. What do you say, Abraheem?
It's Abraheem's turn. Sorry. Yeah. Yes. Abraheem's
Can
turn.
can I see the tavern in the distance?
The tavern is up ahead. Please do a senses check. Difficulty 1.
Okay, so if it's difficulty 1, that's a D2, but I have like a full box on senses. So what does that mean then?
So you get an extra
Add one.
dice, but you do not earn
So
experience.
I am
points.
rolling
2d2.
2.
You're level
2.
2 now.
Yeah.
You're level 2 in the census.
That's a success, but I don't get to mark anything down.
Correct.
Correct.
You see
Yes.
the librarian
Nice.
entering the tavern with a box under his arm.
Ah,
You say the librarian what?
I see the librarian.
Entering the tavern with a box under his arm.
Okay, so I continue walking towards the tavern. I say to my friends quietly, we have to give him a head start, but we can't cross the stream. So we can't let ourselves see ourselves. And I put my hood up. I put my hood up and I as quickly as possible without running, so as not to kind of towards this library, knowing that I am somewhere close by, around the corner. I can't remember where I was exactly.
So you get to the librarian at the door to the tavern. Through the window of the tavern, you see the three of you jovially clanking tankards as you enjoy the ales that you had the night previously.
so it's a few hours earlier.
Yeah. So what?
It is
what
dusk,
if
so
we?
the light, it's not dark
What if you
yet.
say something and it changes the timeline and we don't save these people?
Do a
Well, we
census
didn't save
check.
them to begin with.
Do a census check difficulty 1.
Everybody?
Everyone.
Okay.
Everybody?
2 of these. Got it on the first one.
Didn't get it.
Got it.
Except for
Mars
Mars.
succeeded.
Okay. So, Mars, you notice the box that the librarian is
Mars
carrying
succeeded.
is not the same box that you have.
What does that mean?
What's it mean?
Do we recognize, though, like seeing ourselves in
We're
the
in
window?
a different timeline. We're in a different universe.
If this was the day before, like, do we recognize ourselves?
It is definitely the evening of the night that just happened.
Okay.
How did we trigger going back? It's the most important thing. Not a question for the DM, for us three. What exactly happened that made us go back? Do you guys remember?
I think it was the magic ball.
Did
We didn't exactly see what happened. We climbed out of the window.
See it.
We kind of stumbled into the other timeline.
So maybe.
What the hell happened? When did we pop through? What did we do? How do we know how to go forward now without? How do we know how to go back and stuff? What are we trying to change? That the village gets destroyed?
The answer is, should we change anything?
The goal is to try to avoid the village getting decimated by this horde that we know is coming.
Definitely.
Right? Even if that means altering our own personal timelines and we have to live in some kind of weird seclusion as to not ever cross paths with our correct timeline selves
Do we need
for the
to
greater
get the
good of the
box
town.
out of town? Like, do we go the opposite direction of the island? Go inland?
I felt
say
like
we
we
try
need
to-
give this guy a head start. He was trying to get to the library, so we try to give him a head start this time, but he's got a different box, so I don't know.
Maybe we could go
How
out
do
of
we
town
get-
and see if we can locate these enemies before they get to town.
Let's try to.
Mm-hmm.
But even
Yeah,
so,
just
if we need to intercept, like, remember there was like 55 of these things. We need to get like the town guard on our side, which I don't know that we could do without sounding crazy.
We have to throw amigos their asses.
I feel like there's no other alternative that this mysterious fellow.
Yeah, because we don't know what us messing around here will do.
So what's the librarian with the orb? We don't know.
It doesn't have the same box.
Abraheem
Yeah,
like starts to get frustrated and feels like
Think
the more
we're
they
all a
think
bit
about this, the he's still riding the wave of confidence, and he just reaches towards Pivell and grabs box that he's holding towards this fellow.
So, sorry, you
You wanna
grab the
lead us
box
forward?
and?
I grab the
Abraheem,
box.
what are you
from
doing?
Pivell, and it says, "Things have proved me right so far, and unless your idea, I."
Would be like so out of our scope to understand
Abraheem,
this.
Yeah,
Yeah, we would
Abraheem
just
can't
be
even,
trying
like,
to reenact doing the right thing.
rationalize this. Yeah, like I
Probably-
can't even
probably would,
rationalize
yeah.
what's going on. Like
Right. We're trying to
the
rationalize.
weirdest thing,
You grab the box and?
and
So you're showing the box to this librarian.
I don't know if the same kind of turn. I want to see if he recognizes the box we
So
have.
you walk up to him, and he he's a little bit startled by your approach.
Ah,
And you show him the ornate box, and you open it up to show him, and you say, "Look." And he drops his box, and a whole bunch of cupcakes spill out onto the ground. And he says, "Come with me."
no wonder time is falling apart. It's the cupcakes.
So he
They'll just.
We got so few words.
He leads you to the library. I mean, you've never been in the library. You know the library exists, but it's nothing you've ever been inside. And he leads you, unlocks the door and leads you through and all through the huge rows of books, and he leads you up the small staircase all the way up to the top of the library. And you come into this room where there is something on a pedestal that is covered with a velvet cloth. And he rips off the velvet cloth, and you see the ornate box inside. And he opens up the box, and you see the orb in front of you. And he says, "You must touch the orb."
Oh.
Freeze. Is he speaking to, like, all three of us or one of us specifically?
All three of you.
Yeah, I think we kind of in a stupor, like follow him, and it's like,
attack?
what?
Now, can I do some sort of, just like, I don't want to say a perception check, but like, just to get a read on like how I feel about what he's saying, like if I trust him in any sense?
You can do an emotion check, difficulty 1.
No.
So you are indifferent as to whether he's trustworthy or not.
Ugh.
And I say, this seems, after what we've been through, this seems to have too much weight to blindly touch. Luck has led me throughout this fateful night, but I don't know if my luck may soon run out. So you must understand that we require some sort of explanation as to what's going on and what this thing is before we lay hand on it.
The only way you would have the orb in your possession, or the box that contained the orb, if something went horribly, horribly wrong and you have activated the weapon.
Horribly wrong. I thought it went pretty good.
Maybe we should be trying to
You
get the
do
weapon
not
away
actually
from
For us
have
it did.
much time.
For us it did, not for
I implore you
everybody
to
else.
touch the orb.
Maybe we should try
Alright,
to take it out into the countryside instead.
All right, I kind of just push my friends aside and I touch it.
Scotty disappears.
You don't know if I went back to the other timeline or I actually disintegrated.
And I look at this mysterious fellow and I say, "Where did my friend go?"
All will be clear. You only have to touch the orb and everything will become apparent.
So it seems like you have two choices.
Feed our souls to Salag.
Time is not your friend, and traveling through it is extremely dangerous.
Before we touch the orb, let's knock him out.
Okay?
So Mars says this out loud.
You know the
like
thing
he's
where you
not
put
even in
one
the
hand on
room.
top of their head and then you hit the hand with the other hand?
Yeah, like, and I give him a nod, like an approval, like do your thing.
Okay. So you strike him upside the head, and he collapses to the ground.
Okay, now let's touch the orb.
Wait.
So Brandon,
I search his body for the amulet.
okay? And you do not find the amulet.
Okay. I
I'll
shrug
grab
and
the
I
orb.
chicken at first.
nothing. Reach out and I put my hand on the orb.
Me too.
All right. So you appear back in the ornate room in the fortress. Scotty, you arrived like seconds before, and in front of you is the librarian with a bandage on his head. And as you appear, Mars, he slaps you across the face and says, "Fuck you, little shit." That was completely unnecessary.
What day is it?
It's the day that it's basically moments after you went back in time. However, once the time was reset and we knew that, well, I knew that there was a problem and a massive problem that was coming, we were able to fortify the town against all possibilities. So we had the garrison fortify the walls, and the orc horde was vanquished before they could even break into the town. I came here by boat with a few of the city guardsmen to thank you for your valiant efforts in obviously saving the town. However, the dwarf gets none of my sympathies.
We did it, friends. We're alive.
I hope you didn't hurt your hand.
And that is, as they say, it.
When I'm making a stand and I'm like, I'll sacrifice myself and let's all burn here together, usually everybody's like, hey, yeah, cool idea. But you're like, no, actually, let's jump out the window.